hashtag end bad governance is what we're talking about. The corruption in the nation, the joblessness, the high level of unemployment. But when we look at the issue of hunger, because many people are dying of hunger, and this is real. If you go into the villages, I have worked in about 26 states in the country, using different instruments to try to better the lives of Nigerians. So when I'm talking about hunger in the land, I am talking about what I know, what I have seen, what I have felt. And now you have millions of Nigerians down below the line. But you also have, a situation where you are looking at the fuel subsidy. Just the 2023, when the president came in, just one day, used one sentence to finish the fuel subsidy, the so-called fuel subsidy. And up to now, we are telling him that the subsidy you are talking about, what are you talking about? You are a country who is producing crude without refining. How many refineries do you have? You have 4, you shut them down. The rich are the ones that are shutting it down. And they are shutting it down because it benefits them. And the president came in and he did not even wait to look, or maybe he knows, but he feels there is a huge benefit for the elite. And because of that, they went on and just said, no more refineries. Libya and Algeria here, and many others, they have more than 5 refineries. How many, 241 refineries in the US alone. They produce crude, yet they import because of their population. Can you even refine for your own population? Because you have more than 200 million Nigerians, and you have so many cars in the country. And so what have you done? Inflation went up, skyrocketed. You go to the market in the morning, the price is different. You go in the evening, the price is different. You cannot buy gari. Gari is now maybe about 1,700 for a mudu. And that is where you have the poorest of the poor say, gari, at least if I have nothing at home, I have gari, I will soak with water. Food is set. But now it's out of the reach of the poor. And we are crying on that by bringing down the price, don't let us, the poor, to pay the price for the rich. Because when you take crude out and you bring it in, it means it's high level. So what are we doing? Bring it down. You say, no, you cannot bring it down. You are using hundreds of millions of Nigerian money to buy your vehicles, to buy armored cars. When you do that, and you have no road to pass, what will happen? As long as you don't attend to the many Nigerians, the few rich ones can never be free. So free Nigerians. Make Nigerian children, whether they are your children or children of the poor, they have a nation to build. Organize them in a way that they will be able to work hand in hand together and make them not think of, I went to school, I went to public schools. Many of them who are on the seat today, they went to public universities. What has public universities become today? What of the children who are in the public universities? If you have almost 90 million that are below the poverty line, what do you think the children of the poor are eating? They are in 000. And many children are dying. Nigeria is one of the worst in the world in terms of maternal mortality and child mortality. And so homes, the dignity of the human person in Nigeria, the dignity of citizens are truncated. And so we are asking, you are working on behalf of Nigerians. Answer Nigerians. The president has not, he just made an empty speech, more or less, because he didn't attach, say, go and be patient. Did we not have patience before? They gave notice. Any other, when the water boils, it falls in different directions. It's a warning. We are warning him because we would have said what we need to say. If things come and in a catastrophic way, history will now forgive us that we have done our duty. Are they doing their duty? Look at the retinue of the wastage in terms of their public lives. How many vehicles are they going on entourage? Every governor has how many vehicles? Armored cars and so on and so forth. So if you cut all that down, I lived in Tanzania. I took up a job in Tanzania for about 5 years. The governor, President Magufuli of blessed memory of Tanzania, immediately he came in, traveling internationally. The guy decided, when they had about almost 300 people to go to, about 30 people to go on an international trip with him. He said, what of the embassies we have? Do you have money for all of this? He said, give me the money. He used the money to renovate hospitals. and he decided to take the money. You know, he gave 3 people went with him on his international trips, only 3 people. He said, what are we using the foreign missions for? So the cost of governance, our president will go with 400 people, and you know ESA code, you know the foreign exchange, and you cannot feed your people. What a shame for a poverty capital. Yesterday in the morning, as they were trying to come in, you know, the women were coming in. This happened before I came, you know, but the women came later. You know, they tear gas them. You know, what are you tear gassing people for? You say people should protest, they should come here, but what it means is that even if you come here, you will not be allowed inside. Even if you want to stay inside here, because what made me to really come and stay here, let me watch them tear gassing. You know, made me to come here on Saturday, they circled the young people and tear gas them in different directions. And I say, what are we doing? Our young people are complaining. And the complaint is everybody's complaint. Does the police go to the market differently? Do they go to different markets? The army, do they go to different markets? These are all children of Nigeria. And you are turning the children of Nigeria against them. Eventually, we had to go and we had to talk to the commissioner of police. What is happening? You said we should come and protest here. He said, you know, so they now said, oh, okay, the women, they are coming to see you here. They are coming here, whatever. They later gave us the permission, and about 350 women came. But what really were you, why were you tear gassing women? Young girls, those girls who came here yesterday, when I think of them in the interaction with them, some of them finished secondary school. I say, why are you not going to the university? They say, Bakudi, there is no money for them to further. And these young Nigerians, so how are you investing in the human capital? Population, I always say, is a blessing, not a curse. How are you developing the workforce for your economy? You just take your children abroad. Use the Nigerian money, take your children abroad, and then you bring them back to come and compete in the same. Life will not be free for your children. Defend your children now. Protect your children by providing for everybody. And all those who have looted this country, they should know that their day will come. All those who are sitting, even some of them are sitting comfortably in the parliament. Many of the governors who looted the treasury, they've made the parliament a safe haven for them. About nine governors who lost their elections, they are ministers of the Tinubu administration. So he's not showing us that he knows what he's doing or that he cares about. He actually knows what he's doing. He doesn't care for the poor man. He doesn't care for the common person. And so this is continuing, and what we see are signs of bad governance. They are not communicating with the people. They are so far away from the people. And we hope that when that day of reckoning will come, you know, because what we have done is just to tell them that danger is coming. You have so many young children who are not at work, who will not even get married. Do you know you have many young girls who will not get married? Because those who are qualified to marry them do not have jobs. This is affecting everybody. All of you, even journalists here, you have your homes, but what are you experiencing at home? Nigeria is experiencing a very, very terrible time. And we need to be careful with the things that we are doing. We need to be careful. You see what is going on, you know, in some parts of the north. And you are also seeing what is going on with the handling of our political elite. Why are you denying some people their rights? What is happening to Kanu, you know, that is still being held? We are asking for him to be released. Is he not a Nigerian? There are some bandits who have confessed to killing about 1,000. They even resuscitate them or do how do you, they forgive them, and they are trying to set up things for them, set up businesses for them. But Kanu, how many people has Kanu killed? So unity of Nigeria depends on, they are playing with things that we shouldn't. When you are leading, as a leader, you lead the bad, the good, and the ugly. They are all your children. You can't drive them out. So Nigerian leaders need to look at every child of Nigeria as their own. So they need to release that young man that is, you know, in detention for the sake of Nigeria. When you're looking at the East, you say they are not participating in the district. You are not giving them any cause for alarm. You are discriminating, and there should be no discrimination in Nigeria. Our unity in diversity is what makes us rich, is what makes us the Nigeria that we are. We love Nigeria, and we don't want to separate from each other, but you must bring in the issue of unity. You must treat every Nigerian equally.